I'm still trying to figure out what I just watched. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Tonight's video, I'm going to be reviewing the new Netflix documentary, Tiger King. But before I get into it, if you are new here at the channel and you love Blu-rays, movie content, and award season, you're going to want to hit that red subscribe down below. So let's get into Tiger King. I wasn't sure what this was, and then my BFF Kim told me I had to watch it. So I'm not normally a Netflix watcher, especially of like original content, but because of the situation we're in right now, being in quarantine, and the past 2 days I stayed inside, I said, you know what? I'm going to give it a chance. I'm going to watch this. Am I glad I did? Okay. This docuseries is highly entertaining. Can I just say, it revolves around a guy named Joe Exotic. I mean, that right there. I'm going to post his picture right here so you can see exactly who I'm talking about. If that's not entertaining for you, I don't know what is. So Joe Exotic runs an animal experience park. It's a little bit different than a zoo, in my opinion, because in the experience parks, you pay a good substantial amount of money. You go in, you have more personal experiences with animals. You get to touch them, cuddle with cubs, and get selfie pictures with them, I guess. It's not my thing. I will get into that later and the difference between an experience park and a zoo. We'll get to that in a little bit, but let's talk about the docuseries. So this is very interesting to me because I never knew this world before. My eyes have been opened about what this world is and its players and many, many factors going on. So apparently when you own an animal experience park, you have a lot of competitors because there's a lot of other people that have parks like you. And this takes place in the South, but I'm not saying it just takes place in the South, but in Oklahoma, Florida, I forget the other location. But Joe Exotic's main competitors are someone named Doc Antle in a different state, and his main rival is Carol Baskin in Florida. This is the focus of the entire docuseries because a lot of things happen with lawsuits and murder. I'm just going to say that. There's a reason the tagline is murder, mayhem, and madness, okay? But it is madness. Throughout this entire documentary, you get this cast of characters, but it's not even a cast because this is real life. This really happened, and I don't want to give any spoilers away because this is still fairly new on Netflix, so I don't want to ruin it for anyone. But the plot lines or the events that happened in this documentary are so crazy, you would think that they were made up or that this was a script. It's not a script. This is real. We're talking murder for hire, multiple spouses, backstabbing, greedy. This is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And the thing that blows my mind is that these people actually think that they're doing good by the animals. No, you're not. You're not. You are exploiting the animals any way you can for a profit. They are selling animals left and right. There's some things that are mentioned that I hope to God are not true because they are just absolutely awful. And the biggest hypocrite of them all, in my opinion, is Carol Baskin because she thinks that her animal experience is a safety net for larger cats. But you're part of the problem too, Carol. You're really part of the problem too. So you're not a saint in this situation. You just have millions upon millions of dollars. You're just way more successful than all the other ones. Oh, God. Can you tell I'm passionate about this subject? This docuseries was kind of hard for me to watch because I am such an animal lover. I love animals. I believe in animal rights to the fullest degree. To me, they have just as much rights as humans do because they just can't talk. They have feelings, they have minds, they have souls. And to see all of them locked up in cages absolutely broke my heart. So if you are sensitive to that kind of stuff, this may not be the documentary for you. You might want to watch something better on a nature channel or something where the tigers are roaming free. That's not what they're doing in this one. I'm just going to put that out there. But I am going to say I highly do not agree with these businesses that these corrupt people are running, because they're simply exploiting animals for profit. And I do not agree with that. And a lot of people may say, Susan, well, what about zoos? Well, I actually asked my mom after I watched this, am I a hypocrite because I like going to a zoo? Is that exploiting animals? And my mom gave me the answer that most of the time as zoos, animals are in a zoo because they can't survive out in the wild on their own. Either they were injured, they have an injury for life, or they were raised by humans their entire life and they're vulnerable out in the wild. So that makes me feel a little bit better. But in this docuseries, we're seeing animals, cubs, being born in this animal experience and being ripped away immediately from its mother to take a picture. That absolutely broke my heart. I started crying because that should not be done. It should not be done. It should not happen. However, I am going to say this docuseries is extremely addictive. You want to know what the next episode is going to unfold, because every single time it ends, it gives you a little piece of the next episode, a little tiny taste, whether it be a murder, a suicide. Oh yeah, things are happening in this documentary. Whew, it's absolutely insane and crazy. It is entertaining, I have to say, even though I hate to say it because of the exploitation of animals, but I am going to say it. It is entertaining because Joe Exotic is just absolutely, like, you can't create something better than that. It's like if Joe Dirt and Siegfried and Roy had a child, it would be Joe Exotic. So please go and watch Tiger King. If anything, it's going to open your mind and it's going to make you realize how animals are really treated. So at least there's some positive benefit out of it. So let me know your thoughts down below. Have you watched Tiger King? What are your thoughts about it? Hit the like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.